Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Just a quick one for anybody thinking about making their own clothes rail. The method we're going to show you is super simple, and the best bit is it's very strong, so you don't have to worry about overloading it. Let's get to it. In designing the bedroom, we wanted to separate the wardrobe from the sleeping area and decided to do so by making this headboard when we made the bed. We've had several temporary standing wardrobes collapse on us, and not all of them were that cheap, so we decided to prevent any further midnight heart attacks by making this one properly. I made a plan so that I didn't mess up the assembly, but I understand it won't make much sense at the moment, so let's get to the preparation. We've seen people using plumbing pipes all over the internet and in some high street shops too, so this seemed like a good place to start. We bought ours from JTM Plumbing. They have standard lengths as well as custom cutting service if, like us, you have some that need adjusting. The reason this is a good service to have rather than cutting it yourself is they come re-threaded ready for you. Oh, and make sure the size of tubing you order fits under the coat hanger hook. Ours is 1 inch and works nicely, although if you wanted to save some money, a smaller pipe would also work. First thing is to clean them up, as you don't want your white shirts to not stay white for long. Use some white spirit and a rag to tidy things up. Assembly is really easy, just screw the parts together to match your layout, making sure to check the thread direction, as some bits may have to be screwed together first if they have opposing threads. We assembled the uprights first and fitted the cross members afterwards so that it was a little easier to manage the install. At its full size, I would have had a hard time moving it on my own. We will be fixing to a concrete floor and a plasterboard wall, so we're using masonry screws on the base and plasterboard fixings for the wall. We have tried most plasterboard fixings, and as the wardrobe will carry some weight, we decided to use these butterfly fixings. You don't need the special tool if you only have a few to use, as you can tighten the screw and the back will butterfly as you tighten. But we use these a lot, so the tool makes things quicker and there's a lot less likelihood of damaging the plasterboard. We bought some cheap shoe racks from Argos and hung them on the bottom railings to use for t-shirts and bits that won't hang, but this could easily be another hanging area. I attempted to make a his and her side, but I can already feel my side coming under attack. Using plumbing parts is really great because you can get creative with the connections to make some unique layouts. We've been living in the flat for a while now and are really happy with how the wardrobe turned out. If you are having a go making your own, we hope you have fun getting creative. If this is the kind of content you like, subscribe and we will see you in the next one.